Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about something that affects every part of our lives, which is knowledge. It's something we all have and use every single day, but we don't always stop to think about what it means to truly know something. So in this speech, I'll explain what knowledge is, why it matters, how we gain it, and how it helps us live better and think more clearly in our world today. So what is knowledge? Let's begin with a basic definition. Knowledge is defined as facts, information, and skills that we gain through experience or education. It's our theoretical or practical understanding of a subject. Knowledge is more than just memorizing facts or repeating information. It's about understanding what those facts mean and being able to apply them. For example, you can read a manual on how to drive a car, but until you actually get behind the wheel and practice, you don't really know how to drive. So knowledge connects learning and experience. It's about using what you know in real life. Why knowledge matters. Philosophers have been questioning the meaning and importance of knowledge for hundreds of years. They realize that knowledge shapes everything we do. It influences how we act, think, and make decisions. True knowledge isn't just believing something. It involves truth, belief, and justification. That means to truly know something, it has to be true. You have to believe it, and you must have a reason or evidence to back it up. When we understand this, we start to make better decisions. We stop accepting things at face value and instead ask questions like, is this really true, or how do I know that? That's the power of knowledge. It helps us think deeper and live smarter. Epistemology, the study of knowledge. In philosophy, the study of knowledge is called epistemology. Epistemology asks three big questions. What is knowledge? How do we acquire it? And what makes it justified or true? We learn in many ways, through our senses, our experiences, and through reasoning, and through observation. For example, we might learn that fire is hot by touching it once, or we might learn that through logic, or realizing that heat causes burns. Epistemology encourages us to be thoughtful and skeptical, to ask, how do I know this, and can I prove it? It reminds us that not everything we hear or see is automatically true. The three elements of knowledge. Now let's look at the three main elements of knowledge: truth, belief, and justification. Truth means that the information must be accurate and real. An objective truth is something that's true for everyone, like humans need oxygen to survive. A subjective truth, on the other hand, is based on a personal opinion. For example, someone might say that online learning is better than classroom learning. That might be true for them, but not for everyone. Belief means that in order to know something, we must truly believe it and understand it. If you don't believe it, you can't really say you know it. Justification means that you have solid reason or evidence to support your belief. You can't just say, I think this is true. You need proof or logic behind it. When all three, truth, belief, and justification, come together, that's when we reach real knowledge. Theories of knowledge. Philosophers have also developed several theories of knowledge or ideas about how we come to know things. Empiricism says we gain knowledge through experience and our senses. For example, we've learned that fire is hot because we felt it. Next is rationalism. It says knowledge comes from reason and logic. For example, we know 2 + 2 = 4 because it makes sense logically. Constructivism says knowledge is something we build in our own minds, based on what we see and experience. For example, understanding gravity by watching something fall. Lastly is pragmatism. It focuses on applying knowledge to real-life problems. For instance, testing a vaccine on a patient to see if it actually works. Each of these theories shows a different way we gain understanding, through senses, reasoning, observation, or practical application. Why knowledge matters today. In today's world, knowledge is more important than ever. We live in a time of information overload. Everywhere we look, on social media, TV, or online, we are flooded with information. The problem is not all of it is true. That's why it's super important to understand what reliable information looks like. Having true knowledge helps us make smart choices and solve problems. It helps us think critically about what we see and hear so that we don't fall for false information or misleading opinions. Okay, so what have we learned? True knowledge includes belief and justification. It helps us see the world more clearly and make better decisions in life. When we take time to understand what's true, not just what we're told, we grow wiser and stronger as individuals. Knowledge gives us power, but it also gives us understanding, and understanding leads us to wisdom. By continuing to question, learn, and seek truth, we can live smarter, make better choices, and ultimately live better lives. Thank you.